little bit of a rundown, a little resume action of how it all began and how you got to be part of this FXR family as well.
Yeah, so I've been racing snowcross for a while. I think this is my 16th year.
A while. Wow, you're a vet, bro. You're a whole vet on that one.
I've been in denial. I don't like to think of myself as an old guy yet, but no, I mean, I got started when I was 12. My older brother got into racing and watched him for about half a year, and I want to try it too. So been going at it, and been with FXR for, I want to say 5 or 6 years now, and it's been awesome. Like, just, I've never been able to work with a company that listens so well to us, that takes our input, like what we say, like, hey, you know, it's too tight or it needs more stretch. Because, like, you know, being able to move around and be mobile out on the track is obviously key, and so it's just been really awesome. Like, watching them take our input and then actually seeing it show up in the gear.
Actually, it's something great to touch on. I personally raced some snowcross in 03, 04, and I was actually wearing motocross gear just because I was actually one of the only things I had orange on at the time for the safety reasons. And it obviously wasn't great for the cold weather, and it was hard to kind of go, but it felt kind of restrictive and stuff like that. And from an outsider looking in, I see what you guys wear, and it's good, but it seems like it's kind of like snow gear has come a long way to be attractive for you guys. Make that comfy, because just like if you're riding a dirt bike or anything, is you need to be able to maneuver that sled, and you got a little more weight thrown around. It must be such a great asset to an athlete to have a brand where you can, like, you're almost just like, not like you're wearing nothing, but it feels like you are, so you can be way more active on that aggressive on the sled.
Absolutely. Like, you know, my thing's always been like, yeah, you want to be as safe as possible, obviously, but with the least amount of, like, gear. And FXR's done, that's what they've done a really good job.
Would you ride in the nude and just put FXR stickers on yourself?
I don't know, I think I need a little bit more than that. But no, they've done such a phenomenal job, like, getting our gear to be really thin and mobile for us, and so we don't feel bulky out there. Like, we're still safe, but, you know, we have the mobility that we need when we're out on the track.
Let's talk about this year's series so far. Like I said, I bumped you in the hall. You said it's going okay. Now, usually when an athlete says that, I used to be one myself, that means we're doing crappy. So let's talk about the season and how you're thinking out there, Kyle.
No, yeah, I mean, of course I don't want to say, you know, it's been crappy, but it's, there's been good moments. There's been some good weekends, some rough ones. This last weekend in Michigan was kind of a tough one for me, and just, I don't know, just, you know, some weekends it's weird. That's the thing about racing, is like, and even year to year, it's like you're doing all the same things. And it's like, it seems like one year it works and everything's gelling, and then the next year it's like, you're hitting your head like, what is going on, you know? Like, I'm doing all the same stuff, so, but it's a lot of fun. I sure enjoy it, and we still got 3 races left on our circuit, and plus a ERX Eliminator coming up here in 3 weeks, so, okay. So yeah, so still some really good racing to come, and just looking forward to that and finishing it off.
Whereabouts exactly are you from?
What's that?
Where are you from?
Ironwood, Michigan. So
okay, yeah.
Upper Peninsula.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. They got a race there, do they not, in Ironwood?
We used to have a race. One. Yeah, that was awesome, because, like, being so close to home, like, I'd always get a bunch of friends and family coming out to that one.
Well, so I grew up with buddies like Mike Island. Obviously, I know Blair Morgan quite well. I used to race motocross with him in the 90s, stuff like that. And I always remember that one being on the circuit, but obviously it's not a part of it anymore.
Not right now. So I don't know. Maybe it'll come back.
Maybe you can resurrect it. Maybe you can become a promoter down the road here. Let's talk about the reason why we're here. Obviously, for you guys to go and have some fun on the track, but to launch the 2020 brand. And sort of what Jesse was touching on, it's such a family atmosphere. Everybody knows everybody, and I was kind of laughing at it earlier with Andy White and Milt. They know everybody's name everywhere. I'm like, I'm getting all these names from them. I'm trying to remember them. Okay, here this, and okay, I gotta remember that name. You know, you learn it over time, but it's gotta make you feel good knowing that you're with the company, and like you shared, saying that they listen. That's gonna just make that athlete feel good, and make it just kind of knock that part off that list of the pressure of, you know, always trying to be good. Well, I got FXR on my back. I know my gear's good. I know my people are going to be supporting me. That's going to make you feel good going into a race, every event, or getting set up for the year. Absolutely.
Like, just the staff here at FXR has been fabulous to us, and you know, like, seeing the same people, getting to know them after time. And the one that kind of bit me in the butt last year was Diane Cab. She's so awesome, but I called her Barb last year, and she has never let me live it down. So
Diane and Barb, that's not even close.
No,
you're not even close.
She let me have it.
Nice.
So, But no, Milt, Diane, Matt, like everybody's been so awesome to work with, and just that's huge. Just having them being willing to hear us out.
So you said 3 rounds to go. You said you can, looking to turn it around. What's the kind of goal to finish out? I know they showed the points up there, and Cody, and I got to butcher the guy's name that was leading there, the Sweden kid. Where are you sitting in the points, and how can you kind of rebound? Is there still a good light at the end of the tunnel to kind of make the season end well?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you can't let like the first few races kind of set the tone. You got to come at each race with a clean slate, is what I believe. Because otherwise, you can fall into that rut and kind of just be like, well, season hasn't been going how I wanted to. I'm just going to try to finish out strong, or try to finish out doing the best I can. But no, I want to stay aggressive. I'm fully, staying optimistic, and I want to win. So. Season's not over until it's over.
You're a chatty fellow. I'm assuming that you'd be access to any dealer if they want. I was talking with Milt earlier, and you really would love dealers to kind of bank on the athletes whenever they want to use, whether it be a signing or some sort of promotional event. Do you like social media and being into the fans and all that kind? Do you like that part of the sport?
Absolutely, yeah. That's one of my favorite things, is interacting with everybody, and especially too like working with the younger racers and that too, and just trying to give them a pointer here or there. But no, I mean, meeting people and just getting to know them, like, that's half the fun of it for me.
Well, it looks like you're addicted to smiling, so that usually makes you smile when you make new fans, for sure. Summer months, what does Kyle do in the summer when the sled gets put away?
I ride some dirt bike. Sometimes I do a little racing here and there, but it's a lot more relaxed compared to how I go about snowboarding.
What's your bike of choice? What do you got?
Right now I got a Kawasaki, a KX250L.
Okay, nice.
So I've never graduated to the 450. I rode my Team Exacts 450 the one time, and I had the thing endoed in 5 minutes. So.
Put that on the burner. We're going back to the 250F. I like it.
Yeah, so the 250's been my bike of choice, and no, I like to do a lot of riding though. It's good. It complements the snowcross and vice versa, and so it's fun just to be out there and use that to stay in shape, but also keep your mind sharp too, because there's something about being on the bike that you can't quite get, out of the gym. You can't get that searching for lines and kind of that race mindset, that competition that you get from it.
Before I let you go, I want to hit you up. You said 16 years. Growth in the vision and the way the sport's going right now. I've watched myself. I raced at the CSRA in Canada there, and how's it going? I'm come from a motocross background, and moto's we got this sort of linear line and up and down kind of thing, and obviously it's very expensive. We know it's very expensive. Just what are your thoughts being, from 16 years ago to today? Is it growing? Are we going in a good way? Obviously we always need snow, which is sometimes a bit of a tough one, but just what are your thoughts on the way the sport's looking right now?
No, I definitely think that it is moving in a good direction. Like, it has changed a lot. Like, when I first got started, we'd go to the races in just our truck in a tiny little trailer, and sometimes you see, I've seen guys, these kids racing 120s, and they've got like a 40-foot enclosed trailer.
Those are my favorite ones. I love those ones, yes. Yeah.
So
7 sleds at the back of it. Yeah.
It's kind of changed a little bit in that way, but I don't know, if you look at the youth, like there's good numbers in the youth, and there's definitely a good wave of competitors coming up. So I'm really excited to see that. I'm excited for the sport for that, because obviously I love doing this, and I wanted to stay around for a really long time.
Is there anything that you'd change at this moment in time? If you could go to the promoters and say, look, this needs to be done to make us elevators, or something you could see that could maybe make an addition that you think would make it better?
I don't know. It's tough to say. There's so much that goes into an event, and like, I don't know. I just like when it's a really good track. That's probably the number one thing that makes me happy. Nice. We just had an awesome track in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, and like when I got there and I saw it, my excitement level instantly just went through the roof. So when we have the opportunity to run on good tracks, like, I don't know, that's one of my favorite things.
It brings a smile to your face. Yeah. Well, my friend, pleasure meeting you, pleasure chatting. We'll let you get back out and go have some fun. I'm assuming that the weather out there is the way it needs to be all the time for you guys, right?
Yeah, it's actually, the snow coming down, it's making it a little bit tough to see right now, but yeah. I'm not going to complain. It's been kind of a kind of a tough year down here in the Twin Cities. So I'm just excited to see the natural snow and have a little bit extra out on the track.
Well, if you need some better vision, the goggles we saw, the player grab a set over there on your way out, we'll get you some better vision. Kyle, my friend, pleasure. Thanks for coming up. I appreciate it very much. Awesome, buddy. Have fun out there. I'll take that, Mike.